Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the NECA, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Now, this figure is brand new, just got mine. There are two figures in this set, the Freddy Krueger and the Fred Krueger, basically Freddy before and after he's burned. I'm only reviewing Freddy at this particular time. Fred Krueger's review will come right after this, but they are going to be two singular reviews. If it's already done by the time you watch this video, check the bottom link bar and the bottom description box, and the link for Fred Krueger will be there. So, on to Freddy. I've really been after this guy, but my Toys R Us once again has still not gotten over that store change. I mean, there's still just crap everywhere, and I couldn't find these anywhere in my town, so I had to order them offline. But you can get a look at him in the packaging. He comes with an alternate head, which looks like there's a bit more cheek damage on it, and his hat. Of course, he's got his glove on, but I'm curious as to whether or not the glove will have articulation. Doesn't seem like it will, from the way it looks in packaging. Of course, down here you see Freddy Krueger. Over here you have a kind of a dark outline of Freddy. And over here you have another picture, and as you can kind of see the claw in the background onto the back of the packaging. And you here have a picture of Freddy's claw and the figure. And it says, a group of suburban teenagers share one common bond. They are all being stalked by Freddy Krueger, a horribly disfigured killer who hunts them in their dreams. As long as they stay awake, they can protect one another, but when they sleep, there is no escape. So, very interesting. So that being said, really glad to have this guy. Let's pull him out of packaging. And here we have Freddy out of packaging. Now, as always, NECA has done a fantastic job of detail, but I do have one pretty big issue to get to right out of the packaging. Which is, unfortunately, when I pulled my Freddy out of packaging, his glove, the last blade on it, was bent, as you can see there. I've actually bent it back a little, but it's such a soft plastic that it's really hard to get the blade bent completely normal. It was facing a completely different direction when I first pulled it out of packaging, which is really strange to me. NECA, I mean, it says on the box, recommended for 17 and up. You'd think they go ahead and just make these blades a hard plastic, that way it wouldn't have this risk factor. But I'm just really disappointed. I really wish the blades would have been a harder plastic so as to avoid this right here happening. But that being said, setting the camera back down, Freddy is still a very nice figure. Of course, getting a full 360 of him. I of course have him wearing his hat, which it's made of a light but very thick plastic, so it works great for him. You just kind of pull the hat down and it's not coming off anytime soon. Also, we have his alternate head over here, which, let's get a look at detail really quickly. Oops. As you can see, they're just a fantastic job. I know a lot of old school Freddy fans aren't crazy about the face, but I think it's fine. Very nice. If you ask me, the one thing I haven't liked about the remake Freddy so far, from what I've been able to tell from the trailers, is that Jackie Earle Haley, who plays Freddy Krueger, seems to be, they made a big deal about, oh, this is the most realistic burn victim look we have, and you know, he's gonna sound just like a burn victim. He's just doing the Rorschach voice from Watchmen. I mean, I really don't hear any burn victim in there, so maybe that's just me. Of course, as you can see, his head pops right off, no major problems. And you've got to look at both of the face sculpts. One seems to be more up in a snarl, and like I said, one seems to have a bit more cheek damage. Of course, get that head sculpt on there, and no issue at all which head you put the hat on. Of course, pulling that back off, let's actually get a better look at Freddy's face. Picking this up. As you can see there, very nasty face sculpt. I know Jackie Earle Haley had to wear a CGI patch right there on his cheek, so I'm guessing one of the kids, or maybe Nancy, gets a hold of Freddy and does some damage during the movie. As you can see there. Personally, I think the normal Freddy face looks a little bit better, but you know, to each his own. I can see why you would prefer this Freddy over the other. But detail on this, once again, for NECA is fantastic. You can see all the minor tears and rips in his sweater. With the exception of the bent claw, which is unfortunate. There's actually some really nice detailing on the glove, as you can see there. Pour some. I'll get into more detail when I do the Fred Krueger review, but I believe Fred and Freddy both use the same lower torso. Appears to be anyway, but that's not to say there isn't fantastic detail on him. You can see the mud on his boots or dirt. Just all around a fantastic figure. So putting this back down, let's get his hat back on him. Freddy's articulation is very nice too. He does a full 360 at the arms. Arms go up to about here. Then have an elbow joint. Also they spin. And no articulation in the glove like I thought, but there is articulation right at the wrist, which is very nice. Of course, it's the same for both arms. No real leg articulation, although he does have a very slight amount at the torso. Feet appear to be a ball joint. That creates some issues with him standing. If you have the feet in a certain way, the figure won't stand, but, you know, it's obvious how to fix it. Of course, head does the full range, up, down, full 360. So that being said, Freddy Krueger will run you about $14 in most stores if you can find him. This is a great figure. Now, I haven't seen the remake. I don't know, if it'll be great, if it'll be a flop. But I really think this is an all-around great figure. NECA did a great job. I think that the price they're selling this at is a steal. And I definitely recommend it. Now, the only gripe I have really at all with this figure is the glove. When you're in store, if you have a choice, make sure you look at the packaging. Make sure you've got a pretty decent glove. Also, if I didn't mention, there's some very nice blood spatters on Freddy's glove, which I really like. So, overall, just be wary of the glove being a little bent up. Maybe be prepared to fix it. It's not a big deal. And this is JTrain997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.